Hi, this is Emily, the Crunchy Coach, with you once again. Remember back in April for Earth Day, I let you in on what my garden how my garden looked at the time, and now I want to give you an update. It is almost July. These are 3 dwarf pepper plants in a pot, and they've been producing really well. I hope they give me some flowers, though, to give me more peppers. This tomato, I think, has a bit of blight. But now it seems like as if it might be going to give me a few tomatoes, so I've decided to let it live and see what it'll do. The cucumbers and the self-watering planter look like they need a little more water, but they're doing great. There are baby cucumbers all over, and I wonder if I can find one to show you. There's one under here. Can you see those? It's hard to get that close and be able to see. But there's some baby cucumbers growing. We've already had a harvest of some larger cucumbers from these plants over here. Now, I've learned a very important lesson, is when you first transplant anything, you need to cover it with row covers, or you're going to have a serious aphid problem that will not go away. Aphids pretty much don't respond to anything organic except hand picking off. Unless you want to come out and spray with oils and garlic pepper spray every day or twice a day, which really isn't that good for the plant. But I've had some aphid issues here, and I'm keeping it under control mainly manually. Now we're going to walk over here to look at, I have two more volunteer pumpkin plants. I had 2 in April to show you, and I have 2 more, and this one's actually getting flowers. I've got the shade cloth on here so it doesn't get too wilty. And here's my other 2 pumpkin plants. I mean, they've gone crazy. They're taking over the whole side yard here. And we've got lots of baby pumpkins. I'll find one to show you in a bit. I've had a pretty much more decent carrot harvest in the last couple years. I've had, because it was so cold in the spring, they didn't get bitter on me, so that was great. I'm about to have some more beans to harvest, which is wonderful. That's another hard lesson I learned. You really need, if you want to do a decent job irrigating your garden, you really need to use soaker hoses. Sprinklers might be okay, but watering just by hand or by the hose, the water doesn't get down where it needs to and doesn't stay where it needs to, and so the plants ultimately don't end up getting enough water. So soaker hoses are the way to go if you've got a garden in the ground. And I'm trying to find a pumpkin to show you. Oh, there's one. I had one over here. Let me lift up the shade cloth and shoot it in. There it is. It's pretty decent size. I had another one that size and something was eating it. Ugh. Now, if I wanted to sing a heavy metal song, I would sing "Welcome to the Jungle. We've got tons of tomatoes and other things." Anyway, sorry. But I literally have a jungle here of tomatoes. The current tomatoes go nuts. I will never ever put those in the ground again. They belong in pots. And zinnias and the pumpkin, and it's literally a jungle. My peppers I finally got the aphids under control. I don't even check the peppers anymore, and they're growing peppers for me. See, we got some fruit down there. It's a little hard to see because of the sun, but here are my nice zinnias. This is a volunteer grape tomato plant from a bad grape tomato that got put in the compost I guess it was from Whole Foods, and got put in the compost, and it decided to grow. And we've actually had a few, and there's some more green ones. Green grape tomatoes growing down there. And oh, here's a pepper turning red. We're going to be able to harvest that one pretty soon. And there's my tomato jungle there. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this second tour of my square foot garden. Well, you can't even tell it's a square foot garden. It just looks like a mess, doesn't it? But it's producing, and so I'm very happy. A garden that produces makes me happy. Well, thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.